made us. You know what we're going to do before we do it. The Bible says not to blame the devil for it. And then we can't blame you for it because you tell us that you give us the right or wrong ticker to choose what's right from wrong, to choose what we want. And then when we choose wrong, we get in trouble. And then I'm like, you created us. You know what we're going to do before we do it. So why do you even give us the option to do right from wrong when you already know what we're going to choose to do? You've already set forth our life. You already have our life planned out for us. You already know what we're going to be before we are it. So why is this? I said, why do other people act the way that they act? He said, because you're not praying for them hard enough. The church is not praying for them hard enough. He said, because when the church starts praying, the whole world starts changing.
Come on now, preach it.
So it's not the devil's fault that the world's like this. It's not anybody else's. It's not my fault I'm like this. It's not your fault. It's actually the church congregation. It's actually the church people is the reason why the world's like this, because they're not praying enough. Because the more praises that go up, the more blessings that come down. The more that you pray, the more God sends His angels to fight the battles to change them people. So therefore, it's not their fault. It's not the devil. It's our fault because we are not doing our duties as Christians. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We know what we have to do, but yet we still don't do it. That's why that's why the world is still tore up from the floor, because these Christians nowadays, they're so worried about what the other Christians doing, or they're not living right, or they're not doing right, instead of doing the mission that God has sent out for us is to love, forgive, and pray. Most Christians are on the same mission to try to help people, to try to save people, to try to get them to turn their life over to Jesus, but they might have a couple different beliefs that they don't believe. But instead of praying and trying to get people to live for God, they're trying to point fingers, and they spend more of their time trying to disprove the other one instead of praying and doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Amen.
That's all there is to it. But that's what God was telling me. The reason why everything happens like this, the reason why everybody's tore up from the floor up, the reason why the devil's attacking everybody is because y'all are not praying enough. It says to pray without ceasing.
Yeah.
How often does many people pray? You're lucky to get anybody to pray once a day.
Right,
You're lucky to get people to pray for once or twice a day. You know, I thought I prayed a lot because I pray about 6 or 7 times a day, but that's not even enough. It says pray without ceasing. That's a lot of praying.